Topic: The Illusion of Human Sufficiency, Rethinking Success, Failure, and Fulfillment, written by Professor Paul, Ph.D. ME Foundation Monthly Lecture, Series 44, May 4, 2026. The line between success and failure varies significantly across cultures and societies, challenging the idea of a universal standard. What many people celebrate as success in one context may be seen as failure in another, echoing the enduring idea that one man's meat is another man's poison. This reflects a deeper truth about human existence, that life does not operate on a uniform scale. Each individual is shaped by different backgrounds, exposed to different opportunities, and moves through different seasons of time. Recognizing this diversity helps us understand that using a single standard to measure all lives is not only inaccurate, it is fundamentally misleading. In practical terms, what appears to be success is often only partial fulfillment. One person may possess a high level of education, but remain unemployed due to economic conditions beyond their control. Another may accumulate wealth, yet struggle with loneliness or broken relationships. Some have children but lack the financial means to care for them adequately, while others have material abundance but face the painful reality of childlessness. Some enjoy financial stability and professional networks but lack peace at home, just as some married individuals endure conflict rather than companionship. Even health, which underpins the ability to enjoy all other achievements, is not guaranteed. These realities reveal a consistent pattern. Human life is inherently imbalanced, and no one possesses everything at once. The imbalance exposes the flaw in comparison. When individuals measure themselves against others, they often focus on visible achievements while ignoring hidden struggles. Such comparisons are based on incomplete information and therefore lead to distorted conclusions. Two lives can never be accurately compared because they do not begin from the same starting point, unfold at the same pace, or share identical values. Recognizing this can help the audience feel more empathetic and less judgmental, fostering a sense of compassion and understanding. Moreover, the tendency to mock or judge others based on perceived shortcomings is both irrational and unjust. It assumes a complete understanding of another person's life, which no outsider truly possesses. It also overlooks the temporary nature of many circumstances. Today's success can become tomorrow's struggle, just as present difficulties can give way to future breakthroughs. Judging others without full knowledge reflects not insight, but a failure to recognize the complexity of human experience. Several real-world factors intensify these disparities. Economic inequality limits access to opportunities, regardless of individual effort. Weak institutional systems can distort the connections between merit and reward in favor of competence. Cultural expectations often impose narrow definitions of success, pressuring individuals to conform to standards that may not align with their realities. In addition, the rise of digital platforms has amplified comparison by presenting carefully curated versions of people's lives, further widening the gap between perception and reality. These forces combine to create a world where many pursue externally defined success while neglecting their internal well-being. At its core, the problem lies in the human desire for total sufficiency, a state in which nothing is lacking. Yet experience consistently shows that such completeness is rarely, if ever, achieved through material or social accomplishments alone. A person may gather wealth, build relationships, and attain recognition, yet still experience a sense of emptiness. This highlights that true fulfillment is internal, offering hope that meaning and peace come from within, rather than from external achievements. Addressing this challenge requires a shift in perspective. First, success must be understood as multidimensional rather than singular. It should include not only financial stability, but also health, meaningful relationships, purpose, and inner peace. To implement this, individuals can set personal goals aligned with these areas and regularly reflect on their progress. While it is unlikely that all these areas will be perfectly aligned at the same time, acknowledging their importance creates a more realistic and humane standard of evaluation. Second, individuals must move away from social comparison and instead measure progress against their own past by maintaining journals or progress logs. Personal growth, rather than relative status, offers a more reliable and constructive benchmark. On a broader level, societies can work toward reducing structural inequalities by implementing policies that expand access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Strengthening institutions and promoting accountability are essential steps. Additionally, fostering community programs that emphasize holistic well-being over material success can shift cultural values. At the same time, individuals must cultivate emotional discipline, practice gratitude, build resilience, and prioritize authentic connections over superficial achievements. Perhaps most importantly, there must be a reorientation of values, moving away from defining success solely by accumulation, and instead emphasizing integrity, stability, and peace of mind as societal ideals. Eventually, human life is not a perfectly balanced equation, but a complex interplay of gains and losses. What appears as success is often only a fragment of a larger, unseen reality. Recognizing this can help the audience feel more humble and accepting of life's imperfections, replacing arrogance with humility and judgment with empathy. It reminds us that no one is entirely complete and that every life carries its own mixture of blessings and burdens. In this light, it becomes clear that true sufficiency lies beyond human constructs. It is not found in having everything, but in understanding the limits of what can be possessed and the deeper meaning of what truly matters. And once this understanding takes root, the impulse to compare, mock, or judge others begins to fade, giving way to a more compassionate and grounded way of living. Courtesy of Me Foundation, committed to human capacity building worldwide. Just a voice of reasoning in a complex dispensation. Thank you for listening. Please share to inspire others.